Okay, let me first get quick political reactions. I'm joined by Nikhil Anand, BJP spokesperson, Mahima Singh, Congress spokesperson, on a political face-off triggered off by what Rahul Gandhi has said. Nikhil Anand, to you first. Your first reactions to what Rahul Gandhi has said. Do you agree that given the gravity of the charges, someone is the leader of the opposition is claiming that there has been massive vote chori? Should the Election Commission do much more than just put out a press statement? Should they not order an investigation and put that out in the public domain so that all doubts are settled?
Rajdeep, I think Election Commission of Haryana or Election Commission of India will surely come out with a detailed press conference to reply to all the questions raised by Rahul Gandhi. But my point is that SIR-like process first time held in Bihar after long time, and now it is being initiated in all over the country. But he is quoting the reference of Haryana and saying that 25 lakh people, fake voters are there. And that is why SIR being is much needed. You see that Rahul has started vote chori yatra in Bihar, and that flopped miserably. There is no taker for his issues in Bihar. People don't bother. It doesn't affect the common masses. This is not a crisis. Even Tejasvi Yadav refused to take this agenda. And now Rahul is deliberately trying to make a point just to keep himself discussed in this election. Rahul is out of this whole election process in Bihar. Do you know the process, how the SIR all being done?
No, one minute, Nikhil. Yeah. Nikhil Anand, let's focus. You're saying that Rahul Gandhi is using this press conference of his to gain attention ahead of the Bihar elections, where you believe that the Congress is out of the race. Let me take that at the moment to Mahima Singh. Mahima Singh, Rahul Gandhi claimed 3 months ago that he was going to drop a H-bomb. This H-bomb comes one day ahead of the Bihar elections. The question therefore will be raised, if Haryana took place last year in September, if the electoral rolls were made available on August 28, 2024, what was Rahul Gandhi or the Congress party doing for 14 months? What were your booth level agents doing? One day before Bihar, suddenly you come up with the H-bomb. There will be questions raised.
Jai Hind, with the BJP, or rather, let me say, Chori ki sarkar in power for the last 11 years, it has become abundantly clear the means that this government this party in partnership with the ECI is resorting to. Now you are asking why Haryana and why not Bihar? Well,
I'm asking, why did it take 14 months for Haryana? Yes, why you're doing it one day before Bihar, but what were you all doing for 14 months?
This systemic sabotage of the Indian democracy is so elaborate, so deep, that it takes time to contemplate data, to analyze data, and that's what we have been doing. And that's what you saw on the stage today. And especially with the ECI going so opaque, refusing to give data. You see, the Election Commission of India should be concerned today that how come 66 voters can be registered in a single house? How come a Brazilian model's photograph features on electoral rolls in Haryana across 10 booths? She has also voted somebody has voted in her name at least 22 times in Haryana. The curtain has been raised, and which is why the BJP is today rattled. We saw the Parliamentary Affairs Minister come out and address, the people.
The point though, Nikhil Anand, is quite simply this. Now, Rahul Gandhi cites a specific case of this Brazilian model, whom he claims her photo, and he's shown that that was on 22 ID cards across 10 booths in one area. Now, EC must respond to that specific charge. There's no point talking about generalities. Why didn't you complain in August, September? मेरे घर में चोरी होती है, or I make the allegation कि मेरे घर में चोरी होती है, और the Election Commission is saying, prove the chori. It is not for me to prove the chori. It is for Election Commission to investigate, were there 22 ID cards with the same photo who actually voted?
Rajdeep, it may be possible that there are one voter can be at multiple places. But how can Rahul say that they all have voted? It is just a hypothesis he is presenting.
No, but why
It
should
is
the
to the
same
Election
person, no,
Commission of
sir, I
India.
agree with you. I agree that there is no proof
Yeah,
that they all voted, but the truth is their photograph was of a Brazilian model on the same
yeah.
ID card of 22
That
people.
is why SIR is needed. Rajdeep, that is why
Sir, but
SIR
election
is
is
needed.
over. First, there should be a
I just
Haryana
want
election,
to
then have the SIR.
I
Investigate the
just want
Haryana
to
election.
Rajdeep, I'm just giving you a reference of one assembly constituency that is my constituency,
Ji.
Maner in Bihar. And I am the BLO one, BLA one. And I have appointed all the BLA two on all the booths. And you see that 30,000 omissions were done. 30,000 voters were deleted. Among
Right.
them, 14,000 were all those who died from 2003 to this time. And around 12,000 were those who were double or triple voters. And we worked hard to ensure that all are at one place at least. And at two places or three places, they were deleted. And 1 or 2,000 voters were those who shifted to other places or migrated to this place. I'm saying ECI gave 1 month extra time so that those who were wrongly omitted or those who wants to be inducted in the roll list, they can try. And 9,000 people were inducted into the final list. So the process is very clean. And I am saying there are 77,000 booths all over the Bihar. And why not one BLA 2
Sir,
complaint
I
to the
take your
ECI?
sir. This is not
Why not
about sir. 1 minute.
243 BLA 1
This is not
came
about.
out with a
You make
complaint?
a valid point about SIR, but this is not about Bihar. It's about Haryana. Was
Yeah.
the Haryana election, as Rahul Gandhi claims, stolen? The point, Mahima Singh, is very simple. I come back to it. You have booth level agents. If there was scaled up irregularity, they should have caught it. This is your weakest point. You see, yes, there are specific charges that Rahul Gandhi makes that deserve to be investigated. But when you say 25 lakh votes are stolen and your BLAs don't file a single complaint ahead of the elections, then it seems that this is only an afterthought. Or your system is so weak that you couldn't catch 25 lakh votes being stolen. And therefore you need an SIR,
Before I
according to
come
the
to answer
BJP.
your question, Raj, before I come to answer your straight question, let me make this brief point which I was raising my hand for earlier. In Bihar, the BJP's whataboutery and its dumbfounded position is very clear. We want to ask them, we have been asking, how many illegal immigrants were found out? If SIR is so right, how many illegal immigrants were found out? And now coming to your question and relating it to what I've just said, you see, you are asking us what were our BLAs doing at that point in time. I think Honorable Leader of Opposition has made it abundantly clear today that we get the lists only at the last minute. So it is very hard, very
Very
difficult for
funny.
us to really
Very
contemplate.
funny.
And
It's an
now,
excuse.
after the SIR, please allow me to complete my thought. After the SIR exercise in Bihar, Rajdeep, 7% voters have been deleted. I mean, that's a matter of fact here. We can all see that. So 12% fake voters in Haryana is not really difficult to achieve for a party which has staged the Chandigarh mayor election, after which the CGI of that time had to really remark that this is broad daylight murder of democracy, or for a party who stole the Panipat Sarpanch election, which has been vindicated after 2.5 years now by the Punjab Haryana High Court. Today we know why exactly the BJP bulldozed. Allow me to complete this. Today we know why the BJP bulldozed the Supreme Court's verdict on CECs. We also know why the ECI overnight changed rules when the Punjab Haryana High Court asked them to provide the proofs and evidences, CCTV footages to Mahmood Pracha. We know all of that today.
Okay, I've heard the politicians. They will make their arguments. We've heard them. but I want to broaden this discussion. This goes beyond just politicians. I appreciate both of you joining us. Rahul's expose, is it really the hydrogen bomb or the H bomb that he claimed, or is it a dud? Is vote Chori real or is it hype? Is it backed by proof or a shot in the dark? Does the Election Commission need to come clean? Is India's election process under the scanner? I'm joined by Anjali Bhardwaj, co-convener National Campaign for People's Right to Information, by Mohammad Amin, former Joint Director at the Election Commission, and Rajat Sethi, a political analyst who is associated closely with some of the BJP's election campaigns. Anjali Bhardwaj, first to you. Do you believe that votes can be robbed, there can be voter theft or vote chori at such a scale? In a state with 2 crore voters, 25 lakh voters are allegedly fake according to Rahul Gandhi, and it's not caught by anyone for 13 months?
Rajdeep, what we are hearing, the allegations that are being made are very, very serious allegations. They go to the root of our electoral system and they cast very, very strong doubts and aspersions on the Election Commission of India. As a citizen of the country, I am extremely concerned. Now, let me state here that this is not something which has come out of the blue. As citizens, we have for many years been raising concerns about the conduct and performance of the Election Commission. The Congress, the LOP coming out and making these statements is a relatively new phenomenon. Citizens in the country, including in the Citizens Commission on Elections, have been raising these concerns for many years now. In fact, matters have been taken to court, to the Supreme Court, including the process of appointment of election commissioners. What is the problem? The clear problem is that the referee who's supposed to conduct elections does not today come clean. We are facing a crisis of trust and confidence in the Election Commission of India. What has
you didn't answer my question though, ma'am. You didn't answer my question. 14 months. Sorry, ma'am. You didn't answer my question. If you're claiming these are election irregularities, the scale of it, does it take 14 months in your view?
Yes, it could take 14 months because I can tell you that as a citizen, till date, none of us has actually seen searchable, machine-readable voter lists of Haryana. What was shown to us today was seen for the first time. There were photographs. If you look at the manuals, the rules of the Election Commission, citizens are not given access to photographs of the electors. Today, when we saw what was being shown to us, we actually went and looked at the data that is on the Election Commission website, the voter list, and there was no way for anybody to verify. So today a political party has done this exercise and put it out there. But what do I expect from my Election Commission? And that's what I was coming to, Rajdeep. If the Election Commission, as it has tweeted, claims that all of this is unfounded, I really hope that it is. How are they going to convince me as a citizen? How are they going to convince you and your viewers? By doing 3 things. First, they should put out all the machine-readable, searchable voter lists in the public domain and say that, look, the leader of opposition is lying. What he's saying is unfounded, and that is the only way to show to us today that we can trust the commission and what we are hearing is wrong or is unfounded. The second thing is that the CCTV footage of all booths in elections in Haryana must be immediately made public. This is a demand we have been making repeatedly because the commission says that how do you know that all these people came out and actually voted? Well, how will we verify that? By seeing the CCTV footage. But the Election Commission is simply refusing to give the CCTV footage. We saw in the Chandigarh mayor elections how the presiding officer, Anil Masi, was actually tampering with ballot papers and was tweaking the result in favor of the BJP. How did we all see that? How did we all get to know and believe it? Through the CCTV footage. Today, that very footage is being denied to people. People are being told you can't have it for different reasons like privacy. Well, fine. We are being told Bahu Betis, their privacy will be taken away. What about checking electoral fraud then? And forget all of this. There is repeatedly, we are seeing that there is unprecedented increase in voter turnout, which basically means something like ballot stuffing is happening. We are asking for Form 17C. That doesn't have anybody's photo or name or any other address. It simply has figures of how many people turned out to vote and how many votes were cast in the EVM. What is so secret about that? The Election Commission is refusing to come clean. The question today is that, yes, some allegations were made today. Maybe they should have been made earlier by the Congress party. But as a citizen, I have the right to question my constitutional body, which is the Election Commission of India, which
Anjali
has been
Bhardwaj,
mandated.
I take your point. I take your point, and Rajat Sethi, let's be clear. There are important points that Anjali Bhardwaj just raised. In a digital era, to not provide machine-readable voter list to voters seems a bit strange. I know that the government cites a 2018 Supreme Court order, but the fact is that we are in a digital age. It will only improve transparency. Not retaining CCTV footage after 45 days is also problematic. It almost seems as if the Election Commission has something to hide. And therefore, when Rahul Gandhi made specific allegation like that of the Brazilian model's photograph on 22 identity cards, there will be questions raised. They should be raised, surely.
So, Rajdeep ji, again, I am no one to fend for Election Commission. It is their job. They're getting taxpayer paid salaries to do this job. They should come out and do it. My observation only, just to the extent of this being only construed as mere observations, that did the Election Commission change the rules of keeping these these voter lists unscannable, deliberately done during the last 10 years or 11 years? Was this a new sort of rule that the Election Commission came about where it was trying to deliberately hide data or deliberately delete the CCTV footage? Or was it a practice that Election Commission always had? If you want changes in the processes of the Election Commission, you can make suggestions to the Election Commission as a conscientious citizen.
CCTV footage, Rajat Sethi, on CCTV footage, it was changed after a Punjab and Haryana High Court order. Suddenly, the Election Commission decided we will remove all CCTV footage after 45 days. That was not the case 10 years ago. Even on machine-readable voter lists, we are in a digital age. You know it better than anyone else. If I have nothing to hide, why not make it machine-readable so that you don't have to wait 14 months to see whether a photograph is on 22 different voter identity cards?
Absolutely. I think all the best practices which can exist should be brought out, and the Election Commission, while it is doing an SIR, it should come out and open up all the electoral rules for all kinds of scrutiny and scanning. And that SIR has to be done. I think Congress and Rahul Gandhi has made the best possible case anybody could have by presenting these facts as if it is his version can be treated as facts. Now, even last time he made accusations around Karnataka. He talked about a few women carried, in certain cases, a lot of congressmen carried the T-shirt. They were wearing T-shirt of Anjali Tyagi. And suddenly you see Anjali Tyagi coming out and saying, no, I exist. So these are allegations. Allow the dust to settle and the facts to emerge to understand where genuinely the gap is. For one, I believe there is duplication of voters. There is 100% illegal migrants who've acquired Aadhaar cards and have entered into our voter list. They have to be weeded out. There have been duplication. People are actually the citizens' responsibility to not be registered on 2 counts. It's a criminal offense to do it. But people, including Mr. Pawan Kheda, was found to be registered at 2 different polling booths in 2 different, complete different states. So people have been doing this mistake, and this is why the voter list has, really populated, and there are a lot of duplication / fake voters that need to be eradicated. And I believe Election Commission has taken a bold step for SIR, and Congress Party and all the supporters of Congress Party should come out in active support of the SIR as a process. That's the only possible legal way of cleaning up.
The SIR is for the future, for a cleaning up, but that is effectively also an admission that that there was a problem with the electoral rolls in the first instance. Mohammad Amin, you're a former joint director. Election Commission. I'll come back to you, Rajat. I want to get that clear. Is there an admission, therefore, that there is something wrong with the electoral rolls? That's why you need an SIR, and that's why you again need a transparent SIR. An SIR also cannot be conducted in a cloak and dagger manner without taking stakeholders into confidence. Is there a problem, as Rajat Sethi is also admitting, with duplicate voters, as Rahul Gandhi is now claiming?
Rajiv, first I want to answer the madam. Madam has raised the question about the Chandigarh mayor example for the rigging at that time of the counting. That is not related with the Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India can control only the assembly elections, parliament, MLCs, and Rajya Sabha and president election. There is no for mayor or any block level. Election is conducted by the Election Commission of India. Second thing, madam was also mentioning about the list given, not given to the party leaders. Madam, whenever we have the elections in country for parliament or the assembly of the states, every party who is recognized by the Election Commission of India, registered with the Election Commission of India, officially we are giving the readable, madam, readable voter list, full voter list to the all party head of the
No,
leaders.
you don't give, sir, you don't give digital machine readable list. Let's be clear.
No. We are.
I have to go, I have to scrutinize the list in a manner, it's not digitally available easily.
No, they can take from our district election officers whenever they need it. If they give the application, they get from the election commission office, that is called the district election officer, district collector office. They can get it always. They never hide anything from anywhere. So at the time of the revision of regular revision or SIR, we are authorizing, like when we have the poll, the polling agents are there, all stakeholders. And the counting time, we have all stakeholders from all party. They are recognized by the election commission presiding
So
officers.
you're saying to me, Mr. Amin, if 25 lakh voters were fake voters, whether they were duplicate voters, it should have been caught out by the BLAs at the initial stage. Am I correct? That you can't, there were no complaints, and therefore you believe it is possible to catch fake voters right at the initial stage?
Rajeev, I want to tell you, whenever election commission is a lot of big process and lot of things are doing there. We were also working there. Lot of pressure is there. So whenever they have any party, telling you, any party have any complaint or any problem, they can write to the election commission. Election commission is bound to give the reply to all stakeholders which are registered with the election commission of India.
You're therefore in a way saying the election commission process is a process that does involve accountability. Rajat Sethi, I stopped you when you wanted to make a final point. Go ahead, make it now.
No, all I'm saying is this, multiplying anecdotes and converting them into large statistical numbers, that is where I believe there is a logical flaw, and several loops have been jumped by Rahul Gandhi to arrive at the number of 25 lakhs. And how are you saying that Brazilian sweetie has voted for BJP? Did you see that voting? Why? How did he reach to that conclusion? Maybe as well be the case that Sweetie has voted for Congress party. How are you establishing that? So in order to reach to a conclusion that Sweetie or whomsoever, in one assertion, Rahul Gandhi says that one woman has 223 entries. Are you assuming in one day, can you go out into so many booths and vote 223 times and still be within the time limits?
No, to be
the
fair
answer
to
is
Rahul
clearly no.
Gandhi there, Rajat, he did not say she voted 223 times. We should be very clear.
Even 22.
He did not
so
say.
there is another woman, he said 22. I challenge you, Rajdeep. Let us do a test on Bihar election. Let us pick a voter to just go and touch 22 different booths in a single day. Let's see
He did not
how
say that
practical
also.
it
He
is.
said
No,
the
he did say that.
Brazilian woman's photograph was there on 22
That is
cards.
separate.
Those
That
22
is
people
separate. There's another
voted
woman.
on that same card in 10 booths. We must be clear on the facts.
No, but how
having
is
said
that?
that,
No, again, you are saying that somebody can, there is no face matching done. There is absolutely no identity being matched. So the whole election process can be
that's a
thrown into
good
the
point.
dustbin in that case.
That's a good
how
point,
is that
Rajat
on earth
Sethi.
possible?
That's a good point, which Anjali Bhardwaj, you see, Rahul Gandhi seems to be making a leap of faith or seems to be making the projection that because there were 22 names which had the same photograph, they all 22 voted. As Rajat Sethi points out, as Mr. Amin points out, there's a process. They will see your photograph. and match the photograph to the face, and the person may not vote. So how do you know that all of this actually took place on the scale? That's the question. Rahul Gandhi is pointing out some anomalies, but that does not mean that the election was stolen. That's a huge claim to make.
Rajdeep, let me say this again. As a citizen of this country, when these allegations are being made, I can see that they are very serious allegations. This is not just about the integrity of the electoral process. This is about the legitimacy of the governments that they have resulted in, these elections. So this is a very serious allegation that has been made. It is up to the Election Commission of India, and I'm going to repeat this. It's up to the Election Commission of India the onus is on them to prove that what the LOP said today was incorrect. How will they prove it? Let them show the CCTV camera footage to the citizens of the country. They will judge whether the same person went in all of those places or not. When we are asking for that data, why is the Election Commission not coming clean? And let me here bring in the fact that in the Haryana election, today the whole H files or whatever was about Haryana elections. After Haryana elections, thousands of people asked for CCTV footage, presiding officer's diary, Form 17C. They were denied all of this. They went to the Punjab and Haryana High Court. The High Court said, of course, this must be given under Rule 93(2) of the Conduct of Election Rules. What did the ECI do? The ECI quickly ran to the central government and amended the Conduct of Election Rules 93(2) to say, no, this information cannot be given. So
Point taken.
today we are
Point taken, ma'am. Point taken. I just want Mr. Amin to get a final word.
Let me finish, Rajdeep. This is important. Yes. When an allegation like this is made, citizens want to see a certain kind of action. We would have liked the Election Commission to not say give us affidavits, not to give out tweets saying it's unfounded. They should have called a meeting of all political parties. I would even go so far as to say televise it. We are in AI age today. Show to people that there is nothing to hide. Show to people that all the records are here, check them.
Your point is well taken. Amin Saab, final word to you, 30 seconds. Why not at least keep the CCTV footage? I come back to it. You see, there will be those who will put question marks, throw mud at the EC if the EC is not seen to be transparent.
Rajdeep, first I want to respond to Madam that she was telling that Form 17C is not given. This is the mandatory by the presiding officer. Every polling station in the evening, when we have the wind up, all the stakeholders, candidates, their representative, means they are polling agents. They sign it in presence of the presiding officer, and Form 17 every day given after the poll.
What about CCTV footage?
And I'm not aware about that, but I'm telling you this is the Form 17C.
Okay.
So everything is clear.
Okay,
Same day.
Yes, Anjali, 30 seconds, quickly.
No, Mr. Amin is saying that Form 17C is given to polling agents. I'm sorry. Elections in our democracy are not held for polling agents or for political parties. They are held for the people of the country. Why are the people of the country, when they are repeatedly asking for Form 17C, not being given Form 17C? What is there to hide in Form 17C? Nobody is going to be harmed.
I want to leave it there. I want to leave it there. Surely the polling agents are given. It's the job of the polling agents also to go through it. Let's be very clear. There are gaps in the system. Those gaps need to be filled. We'll debate on another day whether the SIR is the right way to go about it. But for now, Rahul Gandhi has added to the debate. Like him, don't like him, agree with him, disagree with him. The fact is we need to have a clear, time-bound investigation into the specific charges that are being made. I appreciate my guests joining me on the show tonight.